Welcome back to Hands On UX. They make it, I test it. Today we're looking at a budget wireless keyboard and mouse combo from Seenda. This will not be an in-depth review, more of an impressions video after using it for about 3 days. The categories we're covering today are aesthetics and build quality, function, typing experience, mouse experience, wireless connectivity, and would I recommend. First up is aesthetics and build quality. I like how this thing looks. It's pretty basic, but I can appreciate it because when I was shopping online for a keyboard, there was a lot that looked pretty bad, and there was some with the circular keys which I just don't like at all. The back of the keyboard has a little lip here that slightly raises the back of the keyboard so you can use it at an angle. That's appreciated as well because I don't really like flat keyboards. They tend to hurt your hands more if you're typing for longer periods. Build quality is pretty good. It's hard plastic all around and it has a nice weighted feel to it. Feels like there might be a metal frame inside of this. The keys of the keyboard have a major problem though. The keys come off pretty easily. From the first moment that I unboxed it, I had one of the keys fall out when I held it upside down. That's just a big no-no. It's understandable that the keys would be removable so you can clean them, but just to fall out on its own is not okay. They do pop back in easily though, but it doesn't feel reassuring when they come out so easily. Let's see how easy it would be to pop out the keys if I intentionally tried to. So some keys are more sturdy than others. These two keys came out very easily, but I have seen a few other of them pop out unexpectedly. Here's the mouse. There's not much to say about it. It's a very simple black and gray design. It has a slight curve in the buttons for your fingers to sit in comfortably. And the top surface is plastic, but it does have a decent grip, so it doesn't feel like your fingers are just sliding off. I can't detect any build quality issues here. It feels pretty light but also sturdy, not too cheap. Next up is function. This is a plug-and-play wireless keyboard and mouse. This is the type that uses a wireless receiver instead of a Bluetooth connection. The wireless receiver is stored away inside the mouse here, right next to where the battery goes. You just pop this out and plug it into a USB port and you're good to go. The mouse takes one single AA battery. You just switch on the mouse right here and it'll start working. The keyboard does not have an on and off switch anywhere. You just put in 2 AAA batteries right here in the back and you're good to go. As soon as you plug in the wireless receiver, it'll automatically turn on as long as you have your batteries in. Next up is the typing experience. The typing experience on the keyboard is pretty good, but not amazing. There's some good travel and it feels satisfying to press the keys, but on the downside there is some slight rattle in the keys, which probably contributes to them popping out so easily. And I don't like the actual texture of the keys. It has a very plasticky feel and very little grip, so your fingers don't feel well planted when you press them. It feels a little bit on the slippery side, unfortunately. I don't mind using the keyboard much, but there's definitely better options out there in terms of the feel of the keys. Next up is the mouse experience. I was a bit underwhelmed here. The mouse has the silent clicking feature which I love, so that's a plus. But the scroll wheel feels a little bit loose. I prefer when it's a little more clicky and when you can feel more tension when scrolling. I wouldn't say it kills the experience though, it's just that it can be better. The main issue I have with this mouse is the actual tracking. I wasn't using it with a proper mouse pad, but previous wireless mouses that I used didn't need one. I just needed a nice flat surface and it would work fine. With this one, the pointer jumps all over the place and it stutters a lot. I really didn't like this. So overall, the mouse experience is hit or miss. Next up is wireless connectivity. The wireless receiver on this is pretty bad. I would be frequently typing on the keyboard, and when I look back up at what I was typing, half of it would be missing. It frequently drops out as I'm typing, and that just isn't very tolerable. It doesn't happen every single time I type, but it does happen about once every 3 to 5 minutes, which just isn't okay if you're using this to type up something or if you're writing down notes. It really doesn't matter what you're doing, it's just very inconvenient no matter what. So, would I recommend this? Not really. I got this for around 30 bucks. There's definitely worse keyboard and mouse combos out there for that price, but there's also better options. I don't like that the keys fall out and that the wireless receiver drops out frequently. This unit was purchased for my own personal use, so I'm going to return this soon and try out some more options. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff, and stay tuned for more.